everyone. Welcome to Healings and Readings with Deepal. I am your host, Deepal Shah, and I'm a medical intuitive, a spiritual teacher, and your mind reprogramming expert. And today I want to talk to you about healing your relationship with food. How many of you have a positive relationship with food? And you could write in the comments positive. But I know many of us struggle with food. And whether you are skinny or whether you are overweight, as the doctors might put it, you're still probably having certain relationship with food. We all have a relationship. And we're going to dive into that today. What is that relationship? Because what is your health goal? Right? I really want you to think about, well, what is my health goal? Because our health goals involve food. We have to feed our body. Our food is our medicine, right? So we have to feed our body. But what kind of food are we giving it? And are we really absorbing all the nutrients and minerals? And does our food carry emotions? And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. So go ahead and tag somebody that you know could use today's healing and reading, and share this video out with whomever you would like or wherever you would like on your platform. And we're going to get started in just a moment. Hey guys, welcome back to Healings and Readings with Deepal. I am your host, Deepal Shah. And today joining me live will be Zina, and she is one of our healers at Ananda for Life. She is an amazing and profound healer who has been with me for the last 3 years, 2 to 3 years. And I have enjoyed teaching my quantum body awakening modality, where she has learned to become a medical intuitive. And now she has taken that role and ran with it. She is amazing. She is powerful. And so we will bring her on in just a moment. However, I do want to share today's topic with you about our relationship with food, right? So, as we dive into this topic, I want you to think about your relationship with food, because it's not just about what we eat, it's about how we nourish our bodies and our soul, right? Food is so much more than sustenance. It's a source of comfort, pleasure, connection. You know, when I was on this program, where I was going through my own health transformation, for some of you who are following my transformation since May. All right. I started it last May, and I've been getting stronger. I lost about 14 pounds. But before that, did it seem like I needed to lose weight? No. Was I eating healthy? As per me, yes. But what does health look like to me? And that's what the program that I did at RNT Fitness helped me realize. What is my relationship with food? How do I embrace food? Am I mindful about it? Am I struggling with it? And I think we all have a level of struggle with food, because this world is bombarded with diet culture. Okay. I had no intention of dieting. However, the first piece of my program was about bringing the weight down so that the muscles can be seen and they could be built. Right. And that's what I saw for my body, which of course we all see different things for our body. Right. It wasn't something I needed to do. It was something I wanted to do with my husband. Okay. So we were supporting each other, going through, and we are still going through the program, and we're done with the dieting, but now it's all about eating more, but eating mindfully. And so what I have realized is that certain foods irritate my body. And what is my relationship with other foods? Like, I crave sweets, I crave chocolate. Can I still have it? Yes. Do I still have it? Yes. Does it satisfy me? Yes. But do I punish myself for that? Sometimes I do. Okay. That's the reality. We punish ourselves for things that we consume because we think it's wrong. But guess what? My plan with my calories, I can have chocolate. Okay. So, do I have a bucket of chocolate? No. Do I have a piece of chocolate? Yes. So, we have to really work with our mind and how we feel about food. Are you going to walk around with guilt when you eat something because you really shouldn't? So, we need to strip away the layers and rediscover the joy of eating. And the only way to do that is to be mindful, not have restrictions, not worry about restrictions, and do not deprive ourselves. It's all about cultivating the awareness and savoring each bite. It's about tuning into your body's hunger and fullness cues. It's about honoring its needs without judgment. Do you guys agree with that? Say yes in the comments if you guys agree with that. And I'm just looking at some of the comments here. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Shiraz. Yeah, Shiraz, you crave chocolate too. Same here, honey. So we need to create this beautiful, deeper connection with the food and ourselves, right? Many of us, it does serve as a coping mechanism for dealing with stress or anxiety or emotions. But true healing comes from addressing the underlying emotions, of finding healthier ways of working with your food. I'm not even going to say coping because we don't need to cope with anything. We need to know how to work with what we are given. And we all have choices about nourishing our soul with self love, self care, and compassion. And listening to your body is so, so important, right? Honoring certain aspects of our body, honoring the hunger, honoring the pain, honoring the fullness, honoring the allergies. What do they have to say? But giving ourselves permission to enjoy all foods in moderation and being happy with our body image. So I'm going to tell you the story because I just went to a lifestyle ladies network this past weekend. And one of the physical therapists, she was amazing. She is a beautiful, beautiful woman. And she is full, okay? And she actually embraces that. Ever since she was young, she had a problem with her weight. One of the stories she told us was that one of her clients came to her expressing that the doctor told her one thing: lose weight, right? How many times do you hear that when you go to the doctor? Lose weight, lose weight. You need to lose weight. And so, what she recommended to this client is next time you see the doctor, I want you to ask that what would you recommend to a person who is skinny, who is in the same situation or has the same problem? What would you recommend to them? Because whether you are skinny or you have extra weight, guess what? Skinny people get sick too. They have digestive problems, they have sleep issues, they have sleep apnea. Okay, which sleep apnea before was thought that it was only for those who have constricted pharynx, right? The trachea and pharynx, because of the weight. But guess what? I know so many skinny people too that have the same problem. And then there are the healthiest people who have extra weight on them. But guess what? Here's what I'm trying to say is that do we really need to be so worried about our body image versus our health and our relationship with food? Okay, it's all intertwined. So let me go ahead and welcome Zena because she's got an amazing message. And in the meantime, I'm going to say hello to each and every one of you. Hello, Zena.
Hi, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so wonderful to have you here, my dear. And today we are talking about healing our relationship with food. And, I'm sure you heard all these stories that I'm telling you and how concerned we all are about body image and how everybody always wants to lose weight, right? Whether they're skinny or have extra weight, everybody's always talking about food, their relationship with food. I love food. I'm a foodie. They already make this, they categorize themselves. And I think we need to stop doing that first, right? Stop saying, I am this, I am that, right? I think that's a huge piece of healing your relationship with food, right? Stop saying, I'm a foodie. How many of you put in the comments if you guys say, I'm a foodie? Have you ever said that, Zena?
Yeah, of course. I think everyone, there was a time in our life that everyone has said it.
Exactly. Like I'm a foodie. And our relationship with food is different for everybody. And so I'm just gonna say hello to Anusha. Hello from South Africa. Let's see. Jennifer is here. Begonia is here. Living Essence Studio. I'm not sure who that is, but Jay is here. Yeah, I love food, right? That's fine. That's good if you love food because for me as I was growing up, I loved junk food, okay? And I never cared for food as I got older. I was like I could live off of air. But ever since I started my transformation journey, I also love food and I love and it's okay to say that. How many of you are afraid to say that? You know what? That just struck me, right? How many of you are afraid to say, I love food because you feel like it's got some kind of energy that'll intensify and then make you want to go eat? You know, that's what I want to know. Put it in the comments if you do not like to say that there's a fear behind the I love food. Because you can say it, but there might be a fear behind it. Okay, so I want you to think about that. All right. So Zena, I know you have a reading for us. And so can you share that with the collective?
Yeah, I just pulled an angel card for today's topic, and it came out about discernment. And discernment means sensing what feels right or wrong, trusting your judgment and acting on it. Discern the good from the bad. And then you will feel safer, happier, stronger, and clearer. So it is perfectly connected to our topic because the food is connected to our soul and it impacts our spirituality, the physically and mentally and emotionally. And sometimes we overeat. It's called emotional eating, and we start overeating out of cravings, fear, guilt, shame, or loss of control when we lose control in our relationships or in our career. So we start to uh, embody it in our food as a result. Or some people even deprive eating from eating and they're losing weight because of their self-image, the low self-image, low self-esteem. They don't feel good about themselves. They think they're not beautiful enough. So the message is make the right judgment and eat out of self-love and compassion. That's the bottom line. Love yourself. And when you love yourself, drop the judgment, drop the shame, all the cravings and all the guilt and fear, and just take care of yourself. I cannot hear you.
I'm sorry, I put on mute because I was afraid Jasmine would bark. But thanks for letting me know. Uh, so I totally agree with that. I think that is a beautiful message that the guides are bringing to us today. And thank you for that, Zena, because I feel like a lot of us needed to hear that. Because even right now, as I I have certain calories that I have to eat, right? To have balanced meals. And what I'm finding is that there's a little bit of struggle because I want to go back to my old habits of going towards the junk food. And these are habits that were ingrained in me ever since I was little. My dad owned a convenience store. So guess what? Everything was convenient for sure. And my mom and dad worked a lot. And when my mom cooked, it wasn't very mindful cooking. It was just like throwing everything together. And maybe as a child, I mean, I didn't know if I was intuitive or I didn't know anything about energy, but I know I felt that energy. And so I never wanted to eat the food. And even in high school, because mom worked a lot, she would just throw the food together and then we would complain like, "Oh, it's too salty, it's too spicy," and we wouldn't eat. And we'd go out and eat Taco Bell or, go to some other taco place or whatever. So, I feel like for years, I mean, I would say 20 years, I had a habit. I would say more than that. I'll take 30, okay? Because I'm giving myself too much credit by saying 20. But over 30 years of my life, I spent in eating junk food. And I'm surprised my body didn't fall apart sooner. But even those people who eat junk food all the time, they're healthy. Like they are healthy. They have energy. But I'm sure there's something going on, maybe that I don't know, right? Because not eating the right foods, right? It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of our foods too that we choose. And I think that's really important, but being mindful about it and adding that mindfulness, that love into our food before we eat it. I know so many people who will pray before they eat, right? I myself will do some energy healing around my food before I consume it. But even while I am making it, I always turn on the Om sound or something to help integrate the energies into my food, these wholesome, positive energies. And so I want to help you guys with your relationship with food today. And Zena and I are going to be working together today to help you with whatever relationship you have, right? Because it's whether you were as a child, you were told that you have to eat and finish everything off your plate, or whether you were not given any food, okay? Whether food was taken away from you multiple times. How many of you were punished because you were talking and then food was taken away and you had to excuse yourself, right? So now in your mind, it's like, oh, food will be taken away, so I'm not going to do certain things. Okay? So let's see where you are at. Tell me what you would like healing for today. Put it in the comments and let's dive in a little deeper. Okay? And of course, if you want to go even deeper, you can get a session with beautiful Zena here. And she does have a few spots open this month at anandaforlife.com/Zena. She does have, I believe it's 45-minute sessions. Is that right, Zena?
Yes,
Yep.
correct.
So they are beautiful, powerful 45-minute sessions. and you can actually work with her in anything that if we can't get to some of you, or if you would like deeper healing. Okay. So I'm just going to leave that up there for a moment, but you're more than welcome to visit. And by the way, tomorrow, if you did not join our crystalline healing ceremony last week with Dana DeAngelis, you may have gotten an email today along with today's readings and healings. We're doing a live one-on-one on Zoom where you can connect with Dana and ask her your question about respiratory issues. Okay, so you have to be on my email list in order to receive that email. I am not posting it anywhere. I am going to be posting it on Deeple's Quantum Body Awakening private Facebook group. But if you want to join us in the Zoom room and connect with us at 5 p.m. tomorrow, then make sure you're receiving my emails. Okay. And the best way to do that is go to anandaforlife.com and take the intuitive quiz, or just email me at deepalshah@anandaforlife.com, and I can put you in my newsletters. So that way you get the most up-to-date information. Okay. Now, let's see. I see some of you would like a healing. Okay. So Tanya says, clear spells and vows of sickness, madness, poverty, victimhood, disempowerment, and death. Okay. So Tanya, we are doing one healing. And so we will choose, because if you have all of these things you want to clear and heal, then I would highly recommend a session. Okay. This will not give us enough time to work on all of these things. All right. So, especially clearing spells and vows of sickness. However, I would like to know what your relationship with food is, because that is what we're talking about today. So if you have any questions about that, please do share that with us. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to go to Lorraine. And eating bad when you're young will always catch up with you in ways of disease. Yes. And let's see, Lorraine, what you have. I would like healing my sour stomach. Almost all foods cause a lot of gas, sour stomach, and pain. Let's tap into this. Zena, you want to share what you're getting?
Yeah, I'm getting a problem in the liver.
Oh, wow.
And low self-esteem, self-doubt, and fear. That's what I'm getting, and I'm clearing it.
Beautiful.
Feeling not good enough. Yeah.
It's almost like everything is coming up, right? So, like, things are coming to the surface for you, but you don't know how to work with these emotions and these feelings and these beliefs. Okay. And so, a lot of the food that you're eating is not mixing well. Okay. It's not happy. There's a chemistry to food. And
I'm getting acid, a lot of acid.
Yeah. And so she's got that sour stomach. So, and also like a lot of anger, a lot of repressed anger. Like Lorraine, you don't feel like a very angry person to me, but the energy coming up feels very, very angry. Okay. And so you're expressing this heat in your body. There's a lot of heat. And so when there's a lot of heat, as well as dryness, you're going to find that these issues are going to come up. One of the things that you can do is do cilantro water in the morning. Okay. What you do is you'll take cilantro and you can grind it up and then add a little bit of water, strain it, add a little bit of water, and drink that. It's almost like a shot of cilantro. Okay. That's going to help cool your body down. Add some cilantro to all of your foods. I know some people don't like cilantro, but I love cilantro. And so you're going to have to find a way to work with it. Okra is another wonderful digestive thing that you could use for a sour stomach. And for the gas, what I love is ajwain seeds. Ajwain is like, fennel seeds and ajwain seeds. They are the best. Okay. Lorraine says hot or cold. Hot or cold, what? Um, you would just drink it at room temperature, the cilantro water, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, it's just regular water from a filter, you know. Um, so try those things. It should help with the gas, the sour stomach, pain. But what else are you picking up on, Zena?
Heart chakra.
Okay. So there are multiple areas where some work can be done deeper. So if you want to work with Zena, definitely put it in the comment, work with Zena, and we'll send you the link. Carom seeds are ajwain seeds. Okay. She's like, what about her liver? So these are the questions you can ask in the one-on-one, because we have 4 minutes before we end today, and so I do want to get to some of our other viewers. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Shiraz says lots of wind passing, getting a lot of acid reflux, especially at night. What are you getting for Shiraz?
Throat chakra. Blocked.
Oof.
Communication problem, maybe.
Shiraz, let us know if that resonates with you. And you could do the same thing that I recommended to Lorraine, okay? The cilantro, the ajwain, and the okra. Okay. Okay, it's almost like pulling. There's actually like a Shiraz. I don't know if the word coming up is some kind of darkness that is stuck in there. Okay, and it's attached to the outside of your esophagus. And so when you sleep at night, it like awakens, and then a lot of acidity comes up physically because you're laying down. Yes, if you eat too late, all that acid is going to come up. You need to prop your head a little bit up, get a wedge, or if you have a bed that goes up and down, that would be really, really good. Okay, so make sure that you do that on a physical level, but on an energetic level, I'm gonna have Zena share with you what she received. Okay.
She's not in her power. That's what I'm getting.
Is there anything she could do to get back her power?
Ground herself, go to the nature outside.
Okay.
Yoga.
Yeah, yoga would be very good. It would just allow more flow into your body. She does have hypothyroidism, unable to speak her heart out.
Yes.
So I hope this makes you feel a bit better. But if you want to go deeper, of course, and I know you're always here every week, and we love your support, but make sure that you take advantage of one of our healers. Zena is here today. I know she's amazing at helping a lot of people. And so if you want to take advantage of her 45-minute session, go ahead and just go to anandaforlife.com/Zena. Okay. I have a serious sugar addiction. I love it. Okay. So it immediately took me to childhood, where there was really rough times in your life. And it's almost like most of your childhood was just sad. Like you were just sad. And you didn't know what happy felt like. So now your body, your insulin levels, like they are up and down. Okay. And so the pancreas and the entire endocrine system feels weak. It feels weakened. Okay. Because it almost feels as if you didn't get what you wanted. You didn't get the love that you wanted. You didn't get the happiness that you deserve. Okay? And we all deserve to be happy. But when you are dealing with a sugar addiction, okay? Or any kind of addiction, it's almost like, especially for you, that sweetness of life was never there as a child. So you're trying to find that sweetness. You're trying to connect with that little child who didn't have that. Let me know if that resonates with you, Liza. What are you getting?
Yeah, I'm getting borderline diabetic.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's no love.
So, Liza, let us
Sweetness of
know.
love. Yes.
Yeah, let us know if this resonates with you, honey.
Liver and pancreas. Yeah. Connected. A lot of anger of not getting love and taking it out on sugar.
And Jan is getting the same thing. So let's just do some healing around sugar addiction. Okay, guys? We're just going to work with the brain, the solar plexus, the second chakra. Because that is your reward center, right? That the brain has a reward center. And when you give it the sugar that it wants, it feels so good. It feels rewarded. And in your life, you were never appreciated or rewarded for anything, it feels like. It was a struggle. So that's what we're getting, okay? And I hope that this healing helps you, Liza, as well as Jan. So let us know how you're doing, okay? All right. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so somebody else said they're depending on sweet taste as well. So Tanya got back to us and she says, yes. So she was vomiting all day and could not take in any food. Please clear the root. So, I don't know if this happens often, but it feels like it does for you. It's like almost like you're allergic to something. And some kind of gastritis is what I'm getting. Like something did not settle well. But also there was an emotion that was so heavy that didn't settle well either. And so it created this it needed to get out of you. It was almost like a detox. Okay, the vomiting part was like a detox for your body. What are you getting, Zena?
I'm getting in the intestines and
There's a lot of energy.
betrayal. She's angry. Somebody betrayed her
Mm.
and she's angry.
All right. So, like I said, guys, tomorrow if you did not join the Crystalline Healing Energy last week, then come join us tomorrow. We're doing a one-on-one on Zoom where you could get a scan and a reading for your lungs, for your respiratory system with Dana, and it's at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. If you are not receiving my newsletters, you're not going to know about it and how to connect. So you need to make sure you're getting my emails, okay? We are going to be sending out multiple reminders tomorrow so that you know to come on. And I love offering you guys all of our services, whether they are complimentary or whether they are paid. If you do need additional help, we are here to help you and guide you. So make sure that you take advantage of our services. Okay. All the services that we offer, you could go to schedule a session at anandaforlife.com. You can see at the bottom right there, it says anandaforlife.com in the ticker, and you can go to that link. And in order to join us tomorrow for the 5 o'clock one-on-one with Dana for your lungs and respiratory system, you can email me at deepalshaw@anandaforlife.com. And if you need my email, just put email in the comments. Then I know that I need to send you an email, okay? My email link. All right. That way you can get on my newsletter and let's make healing happen for you guys, okay? All right. So, anything else you wanted to share, Zena? I know we are up on time, and I know we didn't get to everybody, but we are here every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, and we really do appreciate and honor your time. And so, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Just be mindful of what you eat and always choose yourself.
Beautiful.
Be compassionate to yourself and self-love. It's the most important thing.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And it was great to have you here today, Zena. Lots of love and light, everyone. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.